And you believe it? It was some indiscriminate mass homicide case. Rudo. I guess you aren't that rude, are you? My bad. And everyone else recognizes me as Rune. But with my taking on this identity of Rune, regardless of what reasons I may have, there is no way for me to take back my past sins. I have to get ready, Hits. We're going. What? Was there some kind of message? Greus will be showing himself soon. Is someone from Rosenheide really in a place like? They spoke in fluent Sahan Jardan with a clear Rosenheide accent. If it isn't Greus, then it's most certainly someone else from Rosenheide. Is Ritona inside? Seems like she's alive, but that was all I was able to hear. There's no choice. We'll have to go meet them as promised. Is he dangerous? All doctors are. They can take lives even without the use of battlecraft. Don't say something so What's with me and speaking today? Seriously. Don't say something so bad. Let's just leave it at that. Judging by our situation, he shouldn't try to harm us, but he can't be trusted. Just making sure you're ready for anything he's prepared. Ritona. Understood. I wonder how he's going to react seeing Rune. Well, this is quite unexpected. Is this after he's heard Ritona's story or before? I would assume after. Meeting you in a place like this, now that's crazy. Rupika Greus, Princess Selphine Rosenheide. You're still alive. Don't just kill me off like that. And just what are you doing in a place like this? I think I'm the one who's supposed to be saying that. It's a long story. Haven't you already heard it from Raihin Master? Well, yeah. But you see, I'm not dumb enough to say, oh, okay, when someone tells me something that absurd. Definitely the logical response. That means she told you everything, hasn't she? I thought Rosenheide was supposed to be impenetrable. Just what happened back there. Also, he doesn't know that Reagan is possessing her, does he? That's Melano. Just who is that Melano person? Is she someone from the Union? I wouldn't know. There was no clear declaration of war, no advance warning, not a single shred of information. All I can assume is that they pulled off a perfect surprise attack. The fact you're here means that what she told me wasn't a total lie. By the way, when did this... oh no, there we go. By the way, when did this episode of Empress Syndrome kick in? That's none of your business. So it's Reagan. A pretty mild one though. It's like she did a half-assed job trying to pull out her ancestors' memories. And who's this girl? Rune Vihitz. Rune Vihitz? That's certainly a strange name. No, it's not Rune, it's Rune Vihitz. Vihitz rings a bell. Maybe she's just got the same name? No way. Especially with a name like Vihitz. Is that Vihitz as in the Vihitz Corporation in the Outer Pole? You know about it? I'm pretty sure that there was a girl named Rune from there. Though I heard she died. Yes, I am that Rune. No way. Just who are you people? There's a limit on how far you can stretch a lie, you know. We have more than enough time. Please hear us out. Recalling episode 1 once again. Quickly now. And that's the gist of it. Retona was in that bad of a condition. She's lucky this place has a Vita domain. Otherwise she'd have been pushed up daisies by now. She really can't leave the domain? Whoa, slow down. It's not like there's no hope for her. It's just that I need the princess over there to do me a little favour. What? I've got the plan that'll solve everything for us nice and neat. Oh? There's a way for Retona to travel with us again? Yep. Enough with the smoke and mirrors. What do you want? Now, no need to be so edgy here. Down to the brass tacks, Miss Princess. You should let me go with you to Rusenheide. Why? Because that's the favour I want from you. Is that so? Right now, Retona's internal mana rhythm is way out of whack. We need to return it to normal. After about 4 days inside the domain, she should be well enough to set foot outdoors. But after that, she's on a year or two's worth of meds every day. Special stuff that I personally have to monitor and prescribe. Meds? What kind of medicines? The ones that help to stabilize and preserve your body's internal mana rhythm. She has to take these meds every day, no questions asked. Kind of a pain, but it's better than never being able to use mana craft again, or just plain kicking the bucket. So that means she can use mana craft again? Oh, not initially, of course. It'll take another month or 2 minimum for her to be able to use moat craft again. Oh, come on, don't make that face, Princess. This is practically a miracle, you know. The fact that this town has a Vita domain and there's a facility here that can use its healing abilities, and there's a doctor like me is here. Not only does she have the chance to live, there's a possibility she can return to being a guardian too. Just what are the chances of all this happening? It'll normally be impossible. Almost impossible. I expect you to be thankful it all turned out like this, but I'm honestly pretty disappointed that you think that way. If you taught us how to make the medicine, then maybe we can do something about it ourselves? Nope. Even if you could make the meds, only a pro can properly administer medical care to those who've undergone a guardian level of fear. Now, assuming we could enter the alliance, I can't guarantee you passage into Rusenheide, even if I personally grant you permission to do so. That's because the incumbent ruler is King Valar. Well, that's part of the deal. You'll have to do something about that. I have my doubts on this. I can't get in touch with Ryzen Master. Seems as if our Comcraft line has been cut. Do you know why? There are 2 reasons. One, her condition. And the way she is now, she can't maintain a steady connection. It was probably cut when she collapsed. The reason 2, the facility seems to be set up with such a way that the Comcraft line has to be connected a certain way, or else you can't communicate. The mana in the domain is pretty sensitive and all. They're trying to block out anything that could disrupt the flow of mana in the domain. Let me meet with Raihenvaster. That is our bare minimum condition. Nope, no can do. The domain will go over capacity. More of your lies, I presume? I'm dead serious. We can't have anything putting even more strain on the Vita domain. We got a real earful from Secretar just by me getting Retona in there. Well, you said the Comcraft line's been cut, right? Well, Retona still has this thing called a transceiver? Maybe we could contact her with that? Transceiver? Just tell her that, she'll understand. Well, I don't get it, but whatever. I'll tell her to use it, no biggie. Just give me a minute. I'll connect to the one working line and tell her cute roommate to pass on the message. Let's check if Retona's already awake. Roommate? If she's asleep, just give her a slap or two. Sleeping at a vital time like this, she sure is carefree. I'm not gonna push the issue, just let her sleep. Her body's desperately trying to restore its rhythm back to normal. Retona needs as much rest as she can get right now. Anyway, just give me a minute. I'm not going to try pulling anything. Paige? Yeah, about your roommate there. Is she still sleeping? Alright. Nah, just some stuff going on over there. Wait just a minute. Look, I'll buy it for you. Okay, hey look, you can't just ask me to... Someone from inside the facility? Reagan? What? Are you really going to go with what he's asking? That is the plan. Why? You barely know anything about him, right? And you're just going to do as he asks? Indeed. His demand is absolutely unreasonable. Still, I must abide by what he wants. How come? Think. This isn't a give or take negotiation. In a sense, it's downright coercion. What do you mean? Think about his demand, going back to Rosenheide. To accomplish this, we need Master to be in good health. We also need a guarantee that she can recover. Taking all this into account, he is basically holding her hostage. There was never any intent to negotiate in the first place. Do you get it? It may have looked like we were negotiation, but in essence, this is what Greg has said. Unless you take me to Rosenheide, I can't guarantee Retona will survive. But the part about her having to take medicine might be a lie. Even what he said about her condition. It's possible that he really just kidnapped her. There is no way for us to tell if she's actually perfectly fine, and that Gregor's person is just feeding her sugar pills to make her think her life's in danger. Exactly. There is no way for us to tell. There is no merit in us trying to pry any more information from him, at least for now. I'm sure you realise that Master's condition has deteriorated ever since we've set foot in this town. It's a pretty thin line, isn't it? Therefore, with the way things are proceeding now, we must make two things clear. Will Rosenheide truly be able to leave the facility after 4 days? And will she be able to continue on our journey without any issues? As long as we can ensure these two conditions, then we can continue. Let's play along with Greg's little game for now. Nope, no good, still asleep. First off, we need to know whether she's alive or not. Once she wakes up, have her contact us at once. Skeptical much? Man. Well sure, I don't mind passing the message. But I cannot guarantee whether or not she can get in touch with you with that trans something or other. Just keep that in mind. All of this sure is going quite conveniently for you, eh, Greus? Everything just happens to fall perfectly into place for you, don't you think? Jeez, just get off my back already, will you? There's gotta be a limit on how much you can doubt people. I'll have you know I'm trying to be a nice person to a fellow countryman here. You're going to keep on insisting that you don't have any bad intentions, eh? Well, that depends on your definition of bad. At the very least, I don't mean any of you any harm. Neither do my goals here. Understood. Well then, Greus, if you want to gain our trust, then you need to do us a favour. You sound pretty demanding considering you're supposed to be asking me a favour. Are you up to it? Depends on what you want. No, it's simple. Just teach us how to make this medicine. Huh? This is Soul's little sister's. This medicine. What do you plan to do? Make it. And why would you want to do that? If what you're saying is true, then that means we have 4 days of free time. This is what we'll be doing to kill some time till then. I don't know what you're up to, but this is extremely easy to make. Just desiccate the base ingredients, Sigola garlands, grind them into a powder, let them rest for about a week. Oh-ho. Is it possible to grow this Sagola? Making the medicine and growing Sagola are relatively easy. What, you planning to grow them over here? Is there a problem with growing it here? Well, yeah, it's not just here either, but this entire country, really. It won't grow in this soil. Soil? What's wrong with this country's soil? Back to soil again. So, Sarogilia won't grow anywhere but in rich, fertile areas with volcanic pyro soil. Miscanthus soils is heavily aqua attribute. Salgole isn't even going to sprout. Pyro soil. Yep. Miscantha has to import all of its Salgolia powder from its neighbour Ceres. There's volcanoes in there. Well, there's a lot to explain, but it takes a lot of effort to bring something from Ceres. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to bring something over from Ceres. It's so near, yet so far. There's a valley in between, right? Oh, so you do know. Will that Sangria grow as long as it's in soil from Ceres? Well, yeah, as long as the environment is just right, then it should be possible. But you know, that fertile soil of Ferris is pretty expensive, you know. Regan? That soul fella. He's certainly sharp as a tack, isn't he, Vihits? Yeah. Hey, just don't cut me off while we're talking here. The soil isn't a problem. Teach us how to raise it, how to prepare it, and anything else we need to pay attention to. We'll do the rest.